Final score then outside the Vitality. AFC Bournemouth 1, Reading 1. Here with Tom. What a frustrating one, but the writing was on the wall.
Same again, mate, same again. Parker ball. I mean, I said I try to keep positive after the last game because we were definitely better. But I said to you, I don't know, a few things went our way. Like, they should have had a penalty at 0-0. The Derby game we're talking about. And obviously Leif Davis coming off, and then the Stoke game, they had a sending off that won the sending off. And I thought, did we get away with it in them 2 wins? Well, I think we did, because, I mean, it's so bad. It's so bad. We're 1-0, we're comfortable as hell. We come out second half. We know how bad the goalkeeper is, by the way, because he let in 6 against Norwich. And we didn't test him at all. We didn't even look to try and attack. 1-0, think you're going to get away with it, and he thinks, I'll tell you what I'll do now is I'll take off our best player, not only today, but our best player over the last month, and bring on a defensive midfield player and let them come onto us a little bit more, because that's what I do, and I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm getting so infuriated with it. I mean, we're probably going to get away with it, like I keep saying, because of the other teams around us. The chasing pack is so inconsistent, but it's so bad, mate. I mean, Peterborough at home, Reading at home, 2 of the worst teams in the league. They didn't even have to do anything, Reading. We were just going, come on, keep trying. I just don't get it. I honestly don't. I do not get them substitutes. He already saw at Preston that doing that at 1-1 is just inviting them on, and we end up, messing it up. Why do it again? And not only last time it was for Cantwell, this time it's for our best player. Lewis Cook was our best player by a mile. Mate, honestly, I can't get my head around it. I honestly can't get my head around it. I've never seen such a negative coach in my life. I cannot believe it. With the talent we've got, I don't. And Reading earned that. They earned it. But we've played Peterborough twice and beat them, Hull twice and beat them, and Reading at home and beat them. It's just so bad when you look at our squad. I honestly can't get my head around it, mate.
When we took off Lewis Cook, even though he was in that defensive midfielder position, he was driving forward. Yeah. And Pearson's obviously not that player whatsoever, so it was a negative move, wasn't it? It was one to shore up a 1-0 win.
And, just to make a point, it's not, because it was the same summer, it just happened to be Pearson in both games. It's not Pearson's fault, it's just you're bringing on a player that knows his role is just defensive midfield player, which, like you say, Lewis Cook tries to drive on. But you're instantly telling the opposition, come on then, because we are really nervous here. And and for the life of me, I don't understand it. We showed first half that they ain't got much about them. They conceded 4 in the week. I think they conceded 8 in their last 2 away games and scored 1. They're one of the, I think they've won. I think it was something like they've lost 10 of their last 13 before tonight. They're so poor. They're celebrating like they won something, and fair play to them, because they must look at our squad and think, how the hell have we managed to come here and get something? And I'll tell you why, because of our manager. Because that is, I don't care what happens, nobody who keeps telling me to shut up, nobody could tell me watching this team that we ain't negative. See what I mean? They feel like they've won something. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, do you know what I mean? It's just absolutely mental, mate. And we've given them that, because we've just literally gone, come on, Reading! Enjoy League One. They're buzzing off it. So fair play to them. But we gave it to them, mate. And that's the most frustrating thing. We gave it to them.
And have you got any idea of how Scott Parker was communicating tonight? Was it via an earpiece? He was probably near enough to be able to shout instructions. But either way, it seemed like very Scott Parker decisions. It wasn't like Matt Wells was taking his own approach, eh?
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I say, I don't know exactly what he's done, but if he wants to stay away next time, that's absolutely fine with me. Absolutely fine with me. Looking forward to Huddersfield away. Yeah. But like I say, hopefully they'll have a go and we'll catch them on a counter attack. But I'm sure we'll try and sit back and get a 0-0, mate. Just fed up. Absolutely fed up of watching that. So fed up.
It's frustrating because Saturday showed so much promise. It wasn't perfect, but there was some promise there. And today, it just wasn't there whatsoever, was it? And the atmosphere wasn't there either. Maybe it's inspired. Perhaps
it's got to be a bit of give and take. I felt we were okay in the first half in terms of the fans. But the more it gets like that, what do you expect? Like, we're so comfortable, and then we're just inviting them on, and we're not even trying to keep hold of the ball. The crowd are going to get restless like that. I don't think we're to blame for that. I really don't. But yeah, against Derby, we kept saying it, more urgency, more tempo, and you're thinking, fair play to them, they're really having a go here. But, tonight, we just let them sit on us and just bring it on, and Ren the buzzing, mate. Ren absolutely, I can't believe it's absolute seeds. Leave me alone, all right? I'm trying to but
it's for 1 second.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't need this tonight. I tell you,
No.
that's the reason why I wear a condom. All right, unbelievable. Get someone else on.
Cheers. Come on then, Adam. Come and have a chat. We got Logan here. This is your time. What do you want to say?
Poop.
You had all that time to say something, and you said that. Reese, how are you feeling?
Good.
Good. It was 1-1. I mean, it was a great goal by them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Give me something positive about today's performance. Go on.
Something was...
Lewis Cook, maybe? He did well, and then he got taken off.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Who was your man of the match today for Bournemouth?
Nat Phillips.
Nat Phillips. He was brilliant, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was winning a lot today. What was your opinion on that, Adam?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
We didn't have a good of much of a performance. I reckon we could have done better.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, you lads. And final word from you that isn't a word that says poop. Are we going to get a result against Huddersfield on Saturday?
Shut up.
Well, you're not coming on again. Who's next to come on? Simon Kay's here. Simon Kay. How are you, buddy? You all right?
I'm fitting it well myself. I
Yeah.
mean, that first 20 minutes was lovely.
Yeah.
I was enjoying that.
It was, and then we just turned off. What happened?
Well, we shouldn't be surprised really now, should we? Because it's happened so many times, and it's just a sad thing to watch when it all kind of just goes flat.
Yeah.
We don't even have players that can come on and change the impetus of the match. We don't even change the formation to change the impetus of the match. We don't even put two players up top to change the impetus of the match. We take the most dynamic midfielder we have moving forward with possession off the pitch. And it really isn't a surprise when it happens. So I'm flat, I'm frustrated. I'm not a boo boy, and I never will be, but the same thing's happening week after week. I'm not very confident about Saturday now, I can tell you that much.
And this is going to give a lot of impetus to Huddersfield, who
Massive
they've
game
reduced
for
it to
them.
£10 a ticket. They're going to be having a full house. It's going to be loud because they always are loud, and we're going to be up against it. I just want to ask you, obviously Lewis Cook came off, but Cantwell as well. Do you think that was to protect him? 'Cause he obviously got booked.
and he was doing a few little silly things. He kept losing possession of the ball a lot, and he can't have been far off the referee. I reckon he did one, half naughty challenge. That might have been it. But he just wasn't really at the races. He was almost trying too many things. But that wasn't. I don't think that was the change that made it so bad. It was just that lack of energy and change up. We got this Dembele, he comes on, but I'd have probably taken Jay-Z off and put 3 at the back and put 2 up top. Just something that we haven't seen at all. And it's frustrating that one of the most basic things in football, change-ups, we never seem to try. And I think we should. We had Laird on the bench. He could have done all sorts of things. So I'm frustrated. But we're still there.
But hey, you did a great job today. Check out the vlog tomorrow, because this guy took part of the walk that Johnny Hunt, all the way from Reading, walked to Bournemouth. Fantastic work for mental health and also cancer.
That's
as well,
the best bit of the day.
It's the best bit
Keep
of the day.
talking, everyone.
Simon was part of it.
Take care.
Cheers. Hello, mate. You all right? How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm okay. Go on, talk to me.
That was shocking, wasn't it? I mean, it started very well.
Yeah.
Got that goal during the David Brooks chant as well.
Yeah,
Apparently
that was nice.
yeah, that was.
And it was
they
a good
kept going.
They did.
kept
Yeah.
going.
It was a good goal as well. Well worked.
Yeah.
Like nice little pirouette flick from Lerma and Solanke.
But then after that, it slowly went downhill, and then the second half, I mean, that was abysmal.
I'd love to know the possession stats, but it felt like Reading must have had at least 70% of the ball. I mean, we just couldn't get out of our own half at times.
No, couldn't. It was just, and every time it seemed to get it, it just seemed to be one long ball forward. There was no build-up play, and no, there wasn't a lot. Referee didn't have good performance either.
No, you could say that. I mean, he wasn't the best, but Lewis Cook was taken off. A lot of people here so far that I've spoke to are very baffled by that decision.
I was saying that as soon as he came off, the whole game completely changed. Even though it was already slowly going down, there was a complete tempo change after that substitution. Even Ben Pearson wasn't bad. I'll give him the credit that he deserves, but it's not Lewis Cook, is he?
So concerned about Huddersfield now on Saturday.
No, it's still positive, still looking at 3 points, I reckon.
Nice one. Cheers for coming on.
Thank
you very much. Up the Cherries. Hello, buddy. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Do you want to come on? Hello, boss. How are you? Feelings?
Well, a bit disappointed, really. Could have done with the 3 points there, but...
I mean, hell of a goal from them, wasn't it? What a strike. But
my dad was sat there, hands in his face, face in his hands.
Yeah. I mean, it was coming though. That goal was coming.
I know. They were putting the pressure on. They were kind of like, they had the most of the possession.
Yeah.
They pushed for that goal, and the way it was really well worked. It wasn't just like headed away. They had someone on the edge of the box waiting. Yeah. He just chested it down, top corner. There it goes. Brilliant goal. Couldn't do really anything about that. But
sometimes we switch off, and we should have probably had a man on the edge of the box to get ints. But you know what? It was coming. It was probably well deserved in the end, for Reading. But it's just so frustrating knowing the amount of talent that we have. Well, I mean, what do you think changed between that first 25 minutes and the rest of the game?
Well, I think we pushed for that goal, and then normally when we get a goal, we kind of like set it off. And then I think the thing is, you just got to keep going, get that second goal to kind of kill the game off. Should we have brought Solanke Dembele on a bit earlier? I think so, because all he wants to do, he just wants to run at people, create problems. Jamola, if you look at his stats recently, they've been unreal. He should have come on a bit earlier as well, maybe even started.
Do you think we got a confidence crisis? Because once we're 1-0 up, we could have pushed for 2, we could have pushed for 3,
exactly.
But for some reason just wants to sit back. It doesn't make sense with all the players that we got.
Yeah, we just kind of go like everywhere but forwards, really. We go sideways, go up to Stacey, go back to Kelly. We'll just play that, and then we'll have a long ball over, and then can I just say Lewis Cook? Wow, he's been really on form recently, hasn't he? And brought him off, maybe don't know what was wrong there, but Cantwell, I think he was really good, but he did deserve to go off. I think he does quite recently. He just kind of looks and the ball could be wrapped into him, and then he's not looking at it.
Yeah.
So I think that needs to change. But other than that, I think we're pretty decent today, but average. But we could have pushed for second.
Brilliant, mate. What's your name?
Scott.
Cool. Superb performance, mate. Cheers, Scott. Probably the best performance of the day. No one else come on. Have a chat. Come on, you got all come on. How are you, boys? All right?
Good, yeah.
1-1.
Yeah.
Feelings?
Yeah, it wasn't very good. We should have been playing the ball a bit more and everything. Yeah.
It's not great that we're dropping points. I think it was a good goal.
Yeah. It was a cracking goal. What do you think went wrong today?
I think we're too deep in our own half. We need to push up a bit more.
Why are we so deep? Because we got so many good attacking players.
Yeah, it's because they probably thought Reading was going to get loads of high balls in, so we're probably playing deeper than we should have. But I think Steve Cook played really good.
Steve Cook?
I meant Lewis Cook.
Yeah, Lewis Cook, yeah.
My bad.
I think, personally, my man of the match would go to Lewis Cook.
Yeah.
And then obviously Pearson with the 95 aggression.
Yeah. How are you feeling ahead of Huddersfield next Saturday now? Because obviously they're a team that are pushing.
Yeah, I think we can beat them with Solanke up top, yeah. I think instead of Jaden Anthony, he missed a game, and Solanke Dembele, because Zamora and Dembele played really good.
Yeah, all right, mate. Can we have a prediction for next Saturday then in advance?
3-1. 3-1. Billing, Solanke 2.
Nice one. And do you think Billing deserved to come back in, or do you think he should? Because obviously
he should, instead of
and plus it's against his old team as well, so we'll have a bit of...
I think 4-1 Bournemouth on this weekend.
100% player.
Yeah, top man. Cheers, boys. Thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. Cheers, lads. Superb. Hello, mate. How are you?
Not great after that.
No. Talk to me about it. What are your feelings?
I don't understand. As soon as we really score, we don't build on it. We get the goal, and 7 minutes in, starting fast, and then we sit back. And to me, it just didn't make any sense. And then you bring on Ben Pearson. You go really. That second half, we couldn't get out, and I just don't understand. I thought after Derby, we'd really build on that. I thought that was a good performance, but today it was. I just don't understand it, because they're one of the worst teams in the league, and we made them look like one of the best. So
I was just saying to someone else the possession stats. It felt like we barely had any of the ball in the second.
First half, it was, I would say, kind of even. Second half, we didn't get a sniff, probably 10%.
Yeah, it's just one team wanted it in the second half. We were just happy to sit back, and it's this age-old problem of sitting back when we're 1-0 up. And that's what happened again, and we were rightfully punished. And the substitutions are indicative of that when you, like say, bringing on Pearson for Lewis Cook. Cantwell came off at half-time for Lowe. What did you think that was? Was that to protect him with his yellow card, or did you think he perhaps wasn't having a good game?
I think it was a mix of that, but then when I saw it reshaped up in the second half, it was to put Lewis Cook and Lerma both deeper. And first half we were playing Lerma in the more box-to-box. He got the assist for Solanke in the box.
Yes, he did, yeah.
And I thought, because they shaped it up second half, so we go deeper, so it's just Christie forward. And for me, that made us one of the reasons why we were so deep in the second half, because they were trying to protect it. And for me, I feel like what Fulham do, we then go smash 4-5 past them, which we can. That's with the players we got in the pit. It's painful. It's really painful to watch.
We had a bit of optimism up to Derby, but mine's dropped again. How are you feeling? For, Huddersfield are going to be a tough nut to crack.
I don't know why I bought tickets.
Because they're £10.
Yeah. I'm not confident, but we never know. Fulham, I wasn't confident we got a point. I'd take a point any day of the week, but it ain't looking good. If you lose that, then I wouldn't say I'm confident to go up straight away. But yeah, you know.
Onwards and upwards. What's your name, buddy? Harry, nice
Have a
one.
good one, mate.
Nice one. Cheers, buddy. Thank you, Rich. Come on, Rich Neal. Give us something to smile about,
All
mate.
right.
Come on in. How are you?
Yeah, not well. It was better in the first half, first 20 minutes.
First half of the first half. The other 75%.
Yeah.
Not so great.
No, but we did think they were going to come out and play because they want some points. They need to try and stay up, so which they did. I think we looked almost like we have played 3 games in a week. We looked a bit leggy, back to the old slow, a little bit dull.
There are no easy games in the Championship.
No,
and this
definitely not.
and this just is an example of that. And
Yeah.
in April, we've talked about how difficult the fixture. I mean,
Yeah.
from the next game onwards,
Yeah.
Huddersfield is the last game of the month. We've got an international break, and then April is a horror run of fixtures, and it's fight or flight for us now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it is, but we seem to play better against the teams that want to play top half. We've got rid of most of the bottom teams that we seem to not play as well against. But obviously it puts the pressure on the weekend a bit more. If we managed to tie up the 3 points now, it would have given us a little bit more free rein on the weekend. It would be nice to get something out of the weekend before the international break at least. And then unfortunately we've got another break for the lads again, which might be good, might be bad, you never know, do you?
You got a man of the match for today?
It's a difficult one, to be fair. Lewis Cook probably, for me, to be fair. In the first, while he was on the pitch, he was really good. Nyland obviously had a good game, of course.
What happened to our pressing? Because I was saying to Steve, I was in the Ted Mac, I was sat next to him, and we were pressing really well. And then as soon as we did score, I don't know, what kind of mentality is it that just makes you want to sit and not want to be hungry for more?
Yeah, I mean, when Lowe came on second half, I thought, okay, we are actually going to go for this. I know obviously Cantwell got his yellow, but to be fair, they just stopped. I don't know if it was because we've had, because we're tiring out. We've had 3 games in the week. We've used the same players in 2. Dembele, I still think should have come on earlier, give him a little chance, but they tried to shore up with Pearson as opposed to carry on attacking, which is not we used to.
Rich, put it there. God, this is depressing.
Good luck at Huddersfield.
Thank you very much. We'll have Keithy. Come on, Keithy. Here we go.
Just worked out.
Go on, what have you worked out?
So we played really well on Saturday and I was ill, so we worked out I need cholera or something like that and then we'd be brilliant. So that was a brilliant 25 minutes, really enjoyed that, but shocking. Sat back, can't keep the ball. Stuck record time, isn't it, again, and in the second half, and if Lucas Zhao was on it tonight, we could have been in big trouble. So, but Lewis Cook was good first half, and I thought, but that bounce we had on Saturday is sort of gone a bit.
What would you be saying to the, just assume that Scott Parker's not in the technical area for the next match, Matt Wells isn't there to have his radio, and it's you. What are you going to be saying to them?
Just go out and express yourself. Just go out and play with love and joy, and enjoy the game, and enjoy what we, play football, and not worry about so much about going up and all the pressure of that, but actually just just go out and prove that you're actually good players, and we don't do that. We want this control all the time, and sometimes you just got to take risks. We want the perfect goal, and rather than just taking a risk, taking a chance and getting shots on target. I don't know what our stats are tonight, but it didn't feel as though we got many shots on target. And 4-3-3 is all about. I think he might have summed it up. You're meant to play like expressive football. Just go out there and express yourself, but I don't think that's going to happen. So it's a really disappointing night again tonight.
Said it well, Keith. Cheers for coming on.
Yeah,
really appreciate that.
Yeah,
cheers,
no
Marky.
worries.
Mark Davis, hello mate. How are you?
Long time.
Yeah, long time no see. How's things, all right?
Yeah, busy, mate.
Yeah, good, man. How do you feel about today, though?
I was all right for the first 7 minutes, first 8 minutes, mate. And then the other 83, buddy. I was kind of sort of head in the hand, slumped in the chair, and just trying to find the energy to cheer the lads on tonight. But credit to Reading. Obviously, Paul Ince does know what he's doing to a degree, contrary to what the fans were singing. Cracking goal. Nothing really that Travis could do.
No.
But yeah, just a shame, mate, because we came out and that, the first, 8-10 minutes or so, it really felt like an old Bournemouth. We came up with a lot of swagger. I mean, the goal itself, a little flick, I think it was from Jeff, the finish from Dom, very cool, calm and collected. Yeah, brilliant, joy to watch. And I just don't know what happened for the rest of the game, mate.
Just, it's almost like there's an instruction to sit back and just control, or take a breath or whatever, but when we've got and I feel like a stuck record, I've probably said this about 3 times in this space of this 25-minute video, that we've got the attacking talent to go on and score more. There's no hunger there. I don't know what makes Scott Parker want us to play, while we play it how we do, because we've got the talent to kill games off, but if it's 1-0, it's going to be squeaky bum time. It's going to be squeaky bum time.
I think one of the worries that I noticed from a lot of their set plays tonight was we're doing a bit of zonal marking, some man marking going on. Probably don't know what's going on really, but then you're sort of looking further up the field and you think, if we get hold of that ball, there's no one there. So of course, as soon as we're clearing it, it's just going straight back to them, and then they're back on the attack. So yeah, we were very much sort of backs against the wall today, and it was. I don't know, mate, but as I said to a number of the guys, this is a great thing about the league. You've got a Tuesday game, we've got a massive game on Saturday, so we don't have any time really to sit on our laurels and to, have a think about tonight. Yes, they'll go and review it, of course they will. But, we're back in action pretty quickly. So, yeah, let's just focus on Huddersfield and massive game, and hopefully, we're in a much better frame of mind for it.
Love the motivation. Mark, cheers for coming on.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. Cheers. Any more for any more? Yes, we've got. Hello, mate. Come on. Yeah, go on. How are you, mate? Right. Yeah, very good, mate. Good. How do you feel, mate?
Well, it's another frustrating night, isn't it, really, to be honest. I think we're sort of saying the same things week in, week out. Yes, Saturday was better. But tonight, I just don't understand why we don't punish these sides first half. We need to get 2 or 3 behind us. We go 1-0 and then suddenly we create confidence for them. And then they suddenly, see, hang on, we can have a go at these lot, and they score that goal and there we go. It's 1-1, isn't it? So, yeah.
Well, Sean, if you were in the dugout next week, on Saturday against Huddersfield, what would you be saying to the lads?
Just got to have a go, haven't we? Really, to be honest, I think we keep saying it, don't we? We say it week in, week out. We've got to have a go at these sides. Yes, we saw a little bit on Saturday, and that was good. But we went 2-0 up. Right at the end against Derby. But yeah, Huddersfield on Saturday, it's massive, Sam, innit? I think it's even better. It's even massive now with Fulham obviously losing tonight as well. I understand. So
they lost in the end, did they?
Fulham lost 1-0. I understand. So just got to keep going.
Any bright moments, any individual performances that you're quite pleased with?
Lewis was fantastic first half. I think everyone said that tonight. He lost his way second half. I think everyone did. I think we lost the whole pattern, the whole shape. We lost second half. I don't know what happened. Even like throws, we didn't even know where we were throwing it at times. Very slow. But very, very similar to Peterborough, to be honest. Patterns like that, really.
Sure. Cheers,
thanks ever so much.
Yeah, take care, buddy. Hello, mate, you all right? Come on in. How you doing, mate? Yeah, not too bad. We've got Craig here.
How you been?
Come on. Mate, you've got a foot in both camps, really.
Yeah, I have. Of course, I grew up in Reading as a nipper, and then moved down here at age of 21, minus 17 season, and then it's 7th from there. But
you didn't have one shirt on and then rip another one off halfway.
No,
good.
No,
that's good.
No,
That's,
don't worry.
it was a good first 25 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and we dominated them. To be honest, Reading aren't particularly very good. We knew that going into the game as well. They were off the back of that 4-0 defeat against Forest at the City Ground, and they look poor. They look really poor. We went 1-0 up, fantastic goal. And we looked, I thought it could have been 3, 4, 5-0 at half time. And then we allowed them straight back in the game. Lloyd Kelly at one point got caught completely. Josh Lauren
a few times in that second half.
Yeah, Josh Lauren went straight through, took the ball off him, sent it over a dangerous cross. The goal was coming. I could see it coming, to be honest, Sam.
Hell of a strike though, wasn't it?
It was hell of a strike, but look, they're not a very good side. They're now looking at those 3 games. So we've had Peterborough, we've had Derby, and we've had Reading. To be honest, the hardest of the 3 games we've actually won, which is the Derby game, because, like you say, and like I say, they're in a false position, and we did well. We took them apart at the weekend, but we need to be doing a lot better against teams like that if we want to go up. On the spin side, of course, Fulham have got beat today.
Yeah.
Which would have meant that we would have been 9 points. If we had kept hold of that lead, we would have been 9 points behind with 2 games in hand. That title race could have been back open again, and it's a bit frustrating. It's the Parker ball, It needs to. I don't think he's got a plan B, Sam. Honestly, I don't think he's got a plan B. That's the frustrating thing about it. He plays his own way, and then as soon as something goes wrong, why did Cantwell come off at half time?
I can only think it was because he was trying to protect him, maybe because he had a yellow. But aside from that, I thought him and Lewis Cook were brilliant, and those 2 players came off. Obviously, one at the start, one midway through. The right was on the wall.
Yeah.
And then when they scored it wasn't a surprise. And then we make the change, Dembele for Anthony. It was just a bit of a token change, but
no, exactly. And I think Anthony was really, really good when he was on. Cantwell and Cook, like you say, were fantastic in the centre. As soon as Cantwell went off, I thought it might have been an injury, to be honest. I thought, has he got an injury? But frustrating, mate. And, we need to bounce back. We've got Huddersfield next. That's never going to be an easy place to go. I remember a couple of seasons when we went up there, got beat 4-1 when we were in the Premier League. It's never an easy place to go. No. But if we can win that, it puts a bit of space between us. Yeah, and I think that's probably the thing we've got to hold on to. So, Parker has to find a plan B, though. Yeah,
lovely. Thanks for coming on.
Right,
really appreciate
again,
it.
Sam.
Yeah, take
Cheers,
care.
mate.
Thank you very much. And there you go. Those are all the opinions from outside the ground. And look, very, very frustrating one tonight. Cherries, sadly, dropping points at the hands of Reading. Good first 25 minutes. After that, not very good. I'm sure Reading fans will be happy tonight, and maybe a few half and halfers as well. If you want to get your messages on the channel, look, we got a preview and we're happy to have your videos on the next preview show. Check the description below because there's a link that shows you exactly how to do it via Telegram, Messenger, via email, WeTransfer or whatever. We'll get your messages on, and then me and Tom will chew the fat as we look forward to a weekend in Huddersfield. Cannot wait. See you later.